everyone. I don't know if that recorded. Hi everyone. I hope you're having a lovely day. I am Kate and we're going to get lost together into Genshin's Fantasyland again today. Hi everyone. And this is a bookworm challenge. As you have already seen from the title, I'm very bad at this thing. I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, let's stop with all of this thing. Today, I am going to unlock TCG, the card game in Genshin. And we're going to see just how long that will take if we can skip anything and we have to read everything. You kinda can't even imagine just how amazingly long this will be. I remember that this quest was quite long last time when I played it long ago, and I just wanted to write one more thing in the chat, but because I want to say one thing. I've kinda forgotten how the whole card game works. So that will be fun for today, because that will make it even worse. So let's start the timer. The only thing we're going to do before the card thing, we're going to do our dailies. We've unlocked the dailies, so we definitely need to take advantage of that. So let's do the dailies. I've had a pretty hard day today, so I'm very happy that I can just get lost into Genshin's world. Oh my. No!
So, Sucrose, the package you mentioned that you received before, it's not dangerous, is it?
Oh my god, I just wanted to walk around and mess about that. Oh, it's so weird to see two Sucroses together. And this quest started, and this is the quest we're going to do today. But oh, if this had happened on a day where I don't want to do this quest, I would have been very upset. Okay, I guess change of plan. We're going to do a tiny bit of this quest, then do the important dailies that, you know, have to do with an achievement, and then we're going to continue with this quest. Oh, my curiosity and desire to mess around with things. Let's go.
You need to be careful when you're opening packages. I once had a friend mail me some research materials, and all the bouncing around in transit caused a reaction. Once I opened it, oh, it let out a stench that could wake the dead.
If anyone doesn't want to know a very gross fact, cover your ears right now. But speaking of a stench that could wake the dead, I recently learned that the smell that comes when a whale kinda pushes off everything that has been collected through its blowhole, the smell is so bad, so amazingly bad, that they describe it. And I quote, I don't know where this article was, maybe you can find it if you just type these words, but they describe it as an unholy combination of fart and rotting flesh. So that's what, if you get too close to a whale, that's what you're going to smell probably. Good luck with that. Yeah, let's return to the quest.
No, this package didn't contain any hazardous materials.
Oh. I already have Sucrose as a character, but thank you. This is actually a very pretty picture here of Sucrose. Sucrose, harmless sweetie. Sucrose is an alchemist from Mondstadt with an insatiable curiosity towards the natural world, leading her to focus on bioalchemy in her research. Whether it be a special potion that increases the nectar output of sweet flowers or a special spray that keeps Ansetias fresh, Sucrose is always finding ways to use biochemical techniques to add variety and color to this world. Perhaps it's because Sucrose channels most of her energy into her experiments and research that she comes off as a bit shy in social situations. She sounds a bit like me.
Hey, Timaeus! What are you chatting about? And who might this be?
Oh, hello, you two. This is Sucrose.
Hi, I'm Sucrose, Albedo's assistant. If you have any alchemy-related queries, you could always ask me. I do my best to help.
You don't have to be so nervous.
Huh? Do I look nervous?
Just a tad bit.
My apologies. I don't get out too often. I'm usually in the laboratory where there aren't many others to talk to.
That's okay. You don't have to force yourself. I'm sure that once we get to know each other better, we'll become really good friends.
Hey, aren't you the legendary traveler? The one who repelled Storm Terror?
Legendary is a bit much. I don't even charge for autographs. Oh my god, that sounds like a... Legendary is a bit too much.
I've heard so many stories about you. Always wanted an opportunity to research you up close.
What do you mean, research?
Sorry. Don't mind me. What am I saying?
Well, never mind. So, what were you two talking about just now?
Sucrose received a strange package recently.
A strange package?
Yes. I believe it's from a Sumeru scholar who came here to study in Mondstadt. It's most likely a thank you gift for collaborating on some research together.
Huh? A package from an academia scholar? Oh, then there could be anything inside.
Well, it is a thank you gift.
There wasn't anything dangerous inside. Just a bunch of strange cards. I think I've seen Timaeus with some similar looking cards before, so I came to ask him about what they might be.
You've seen me with some cards? Maybe those were the testing cards used for distinguishing reagents.
No, they didn't look like test cards. Here, have a look.
Oh, you meant these? Huh. Sucrose, have you really never seen these before?
Can you imagine that you're just a normal person? Like, no one really famous. And by that I mean you're literally a normal person. You are not anyone who puts... You're a normal person. Why am I making this so difficult? You're a normal person, and suddenly you receive a card with yourself on that card. And you realize that people are playing with those cards. This is not just a one-of-a-kind card. This is just a normal card that people are using to play a card game that you've never heard about. Sucrose, if I were on Sucrose's place, I would have probably just... Oh my god, I would not have survived this. Not even a tiny little bit.
No, never. Recently, I've been spending all my time up in the mountains working on cultivating pentatonic sweet flowers. Why? Is this an area of research that has started trending in the alchemical community during my absence?
Nope.
You could definitely say that it's trending, but not as an area of research. It's a card game that's been getting really popular these days. It's called Genius Invocation TCG.
Genius Invocation TCG!
So this is the game we've been hearing about? Genius what now?
Genius Invocation TCG! Haven't you heard of it before?
I have, but I've kind of forgotten all about it, let's be honest. I played for quite a bit when I started on my main account, and I was getting into it. It wasn't my favorite thing about the game, obviously. I mean, for those who love the TCG, no shade. But it was something that I found fun, but it was just like an extra thing I did. But then I kind of really wanted to catch up with lots of the story I had missed because I started like a year and a half ago. And actually, at that time, it was the time where I really started kind of missing the point of the game, which is to have fun, and I just wanted to rush through as much content as possible, and I really regret it now. And because I was rushing so much, I actually stopped doing a lot of things that I was doing quite a lot in the beginning, like doing reputation quests, like doing TCG. For a long time, I just didn't even get into my teapot at all. And not that I get into my teapot now. I don't play TCG on my main account now as well. On my teapot, I do enter a bit and I try to add a tiny bit, but I'm really bad at it, let's be honest. But for TCG, I'm very scared to return because I don't really remember how this whole thing works. And I did try to return one time, and there were all these new cards and everything was much more difficult. I don't know if they've just made the game more difficult or if I've just really forgotten everything I knew about it. But it was very difficult, so I never tried again. And I guess this is my chance to return into this whole thing.
Apparently, it's a game that was invented by a scholar in the academia. People from all over are playing it now.
That's right. The game's been catching on lately. The Yae publishing house in Inazuma has even published a series of light novels based on the game. The story is really good. It starts with a young guy in Sumeru who finds an ancient casket of tomes in the attic. He opens it and discovers that the soul of an ancient TCG player called the Crocodile King has been captured inside. It turns out that the Crocodile King was King Deshret's viceroy, who battled an opponent named the Ibis King. During the match, the Crocodile King fell prey to his opponent's scheme and was sealed away in the casket of tomes.
Oh, that's so cool. They reference King Deshret all the way here. That's awesome.
After being unexpectedly released by the kid, the Crocodile King possesses him and helps him to gradually climb the ranks and become a legendary TCG player.
Timaeus.
Huh? What's wrong, Sucrose? If you're interested in how the story plays out, I can lend you the novels.
No. I was just thinking about that time you requested an extension on your progress report deadline, citing personal reasons for the delay.
He got caught.
Well, I did go through a phase recently where I wasn't putting enough focus on my work, but it's under control now. I've committed to not even touch Genius Invocation TCG until I've made enough progress in my research.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Oh? Why's that?
Well, since it's a gift from a researcher I've collaborated with, I thought that I should at least try to learn the rules. That way, I could say that I at least tried to appreciate his gift.
Oh, right! And since it's a game from Sumeru, who knows? Playing it might even make you smarter.
If you want to play, then just say it. Then you desperately need to play this game. Let's do the first one.
Okay, fine. Paimon's curious and would like to give it a try. Please? Although, it seems like we can't learn how to play it anytime soon, because Timaeus has given up for a while.
Well, research is my priority, you know. But if you'd like to learn the rules of Genius Invocation TCG, then I'd actually suggest you go to the Cat's Tail.
The Cat's Tail, that's Margaret's place.
Yep, that's the place. It's where everyone in the community goes to play when they have time. They gather there, trade cards, and they're very welcoming to new players. Trying to learn the rules can be intimidating at first, but it's a lot of fun once you get the hang of it.
Understood. Traveler, Paimon, let's go to the Cat's Tail and try asking around. To be honest, Hearing Timaeus talking about the game has also piqued my curiosity.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get going!
Battlefield of dice, cats, and cards. Does he say anything else? No. This is just a normal conversation. Speaking of which, come try Genius Invocation TCG in Mondstadt. Go to the cat's tail. So the cards Sucrose received are Genius Invocation TCG cards. Why not try the Genius Invocation TCG and become a player yourself?
I just need a moment to quickly take down some notes.
I was actually coming
Ad
here.
Astra Abyssosk.
I wanted to do these things.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
And this one. And what is this? Guide. Oh, we will be reunited. Archon Quest Chapter 1 Act 4. There we go. Okay, that's perfect. We've done these two things. And I think this is the only important one. Ellen, the wannabe knight. In Mondstadt, talk to Ellen. Ellen is working hard to become a knight, but her training doesn't seem to work out. She seems to need some guidance.
Absorption test.
What am I doing? What a headache. What am I supposed to do about this? What are you up to? Practicing for the Knights of Favonian's tryouts. Them's nowhere near as powerful as Jean. I think it's better for me to focus on technique rather than power. For example, I was thinking about how to break all these wooden dummies in one fell swoop. If you're at the loose end, fancy helping me think about how to tackle it? I'll mull it over. How about we give it a go together? You like team combat then? Alright for some. Always someone to help you out. For people like me, the best I can do is try and hold my own as a lone fighter. If only I had a bigger weapon, or some powerful elemental ability like Jean. Breaking all these wooden dummies would probably be a piece of cake.
Ugh. How can I smash all these training dummies at once? So that's how to do it. I'm impressed.
Oh, it's so sad that we use elemental things here when... How are we really helping her? Nailed it. Huh, I never even thought of trying that. Thanks, I'm gonna try it myself now. Okay, Ellen, good luck learning how to use Animo, I guess. And we are going to continue with our TCG adventure. Where are we? Yes, perfect. Oh my, this is another very dangerous place with Sansa. I have no idea what rank we need to unlock the Sansa quest for the music, but I don't want to do it now. We can't do all the quests in one go after all. So, let's take this book. Oh, okay, we will take this book. Pretend I did not say anything, please. Let's go.
Welcome to the Cat's Tail. Ah, it's the Traveler and Paimon. What a nice surprise. Oh, and Sucrose the Alchemist. It's been a while, hasn't it? I'm afraid I've already told you before. Fur from the Cat's Tail staff is not for sale, no matter how much Mora you offer.
Why not? Why not? If the people want the fur, why not give them the fur? It's not like you're going to do anything with it. I mean, the one that's already fallen. I want to be very, very specific. Only the one that has already fallen off from the cats.
Don't worry, Margaret. We're not here for that research project I told you about last time.
What research project? Fur? From the cat's tail staff?
Sucrose, what kind of experiment were you trying to do with the cat's tail?
Oh, I just wanted to test out some hypotheses, and I needed some materials. But, we can talk about that later. Actually, Margaret, we're here to learn more about Genius Invocation TCG.
Sucrose explains everything to Margaret.
Ah, Genius Invocation TCG. We were just talking about that game. You see, more and more people have been gathering at the Cat's Tail to play, so I thought, why not have a dedicated staff to serve the new customers?
Allow me to interpret. Prince says that the word customer is much too loose of a term, and we should instead refer to anyone who loves dueling with cards as TCG players.
My mistake. So it seems I haven't introduced you yet. This is Prince and Shuyan. They will be in charge of taking care of our TCG players.
I'm afraid I must correct you there, ma'am. Only Prince, the strongest and most formidable TCG player of all, is capable of providing valuable guidance to our new players. The average player is incapable of grasping the subtlety and sheer genius behind Prince's every play, and he has no choice but to rely on me to communicate with everyone. I am merely Prince's lowly assistant, that's all.
Wow! Another guy who can understand animals!
How can you use such a crude word as animal to describe the one and only Prince? He is special and the only one of his kind. Such a remark is an insult to Prince. Oh? What's that? Shuyan. In the eyes of the common folk, I look no different than any other ordinary cat. It's a natural mistake to make, and you shouldn't overreact. Understood. I do apologize.
It seems he really is capable of communicating with the cat. Could this be the result of some modification to the language center of his brain?
Seriously, how can he get all of that from a simple meow?
Amazing! Or, that's pretty weird. Amazing!
Yes, it was the sacred duels of Genius Invocation, TCG, that formed and cemented our bonds of mutual understanding. It's my firm belief that by simply playing the game, players can develop a deeper level of understanding between one another.
Sure.
So, playing Genius Invocation TCG fosters some sort of a telepathic link between players?
Somehow Paimon doubts that.
Anyway, if you'd like to know anything about Genius Invocation TCG, then please ask Shuyan, who will ask Prince. Though I'd love to explain more myself, it's time for my daily walk. I'll let Prince play a game with you and walk you through all the rules.
Just as a seasoned warrior can foresee the path of his opponent's sword, so too can I, as a TCG master, predict my opponent's every play. It would be improper to pit a newcomer to the art of the card against one such as myself, and I must therefore politely decline.
By the way, these things don't move at all, the shadows, but these things move, and it's kind of creeping me out now.
That's what Prince said.
Oh, Prince doesn't want to play with us, huh? Fine, then Prince doesn't have to. We'll play you instead.
I'm sorry, but from the day I met the mighty cardmaster Prince, I swore an oath that my hands would live solely to hold the cards and not to play them. I will never play another match of my own again.
Right, Prince's boss probably can't hold the cards. What a backstory.
If Prince is unwilling to play, then I guess we should look for an alternative. How about this? Diona!
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. What is it? I'm pretty busy over here, you know.
Diona, Cat's Line Cocktail. Diona, the bartender at the Cat's Tail, hates all alcoholic beverages, but has a rare talent for bartending. No matter the drink, as long as the mixing is in her hands, it will be unimaginably delicious. Her excellent bartending skills and her cat's ears and tail that run in her family are a big hit, with the hunters making the Cat's Tail extremely popular. However, please take care not to touch Diana's ears or tail when ordering at the bar. If you cross her, the consequences will be dire.
Why is it that every player that sets foot in here to play Genius Invocation TCG has to have a drink? Ugh! Don't they have any clue that the key to playing a game is the ability to think straight? Seriously, games and drinks don't mix. Don't they get that? Ugh!
What can I say? As the tavern owner, I can't help but feel happy to hear this. Anyway, I see you've been working hard, so I thought you could use a break. So why not come over here and teach these customers the rules of Genius Invocation?
Ha! Yeah, what kind of break is that? I'd rather not. Oh, why are we letting all these loafers come in here to play Genius Invocation TCG anyway? All it does is encourage more people to come to the bar for a drink. You know, if drink sales keep going up like this, pretty soon Mondstadt's alcohol industry is gonna reach new heights. Looks like my first step in destroying Mondstadt's alcohol industry should be stamping out the spread of Genius Invocation TCG.
My dear, you are quite mistaken. You said it yourself, a clear mind is necessary to win. Soon, their thirst for victory will overcome their thirst for alcohol. Prince speaks the truth, Diona. Not only is the spread of Genius Invocation TCG no obstacle to your goal of destroying Mondstadt's alcohol industry, it could even support you in this endeavor.
Could it really?
Sure, why not? Alrighty then, our 2 customers are waiting to learn. Shuyan, let's put you on drink mixing duty for now.
But Shuyan is destined for a far greater purpose.
Shuyan, drink mixing, now.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, all right. We'll need some space to learn. Let's go to that empty table over there.
Okay. Is there something different? No. Okay, perfect. And now I'm going to die just from reading.
Okay, let's go through the rules. First things first. You'll be needing your deck, so place that on the table.
Deck?
Yes. You should have built a deck. You know, a set of cards that meets the bare minimum requirement to play the game. What's with the blank stares? Come on. Don't tell me you came to learn Genius Invocation TCG without bringing any cards.
Actually, we do have some cards. Don't you have a practice deck we could try? The first one.
That's right. We have some cards that I received from a friend.
Yeah. You're gonna need a few more cards than that. Okay, let me think. To learn the game, you'll need at least 2 character cards to switch between. Oh, that reminds me. A few days ago, when I was closing up for the night, I noticed a customer had left a couple of character cards on the bar counter. Maybe you could use those for now.
Are you sure that's okay?
It's already been a few days and he still hasn't come back to claim them. Who knows? Maybe he left them here on purpose. Oh, okay, yeah, I got them here with me. You know, just in case the customer came looking for them. Yeah, not because I like to play the game or anything. Please.
So cute.
Alright, so now we have 2 character cards. That's everything we need, right? Yep. So, are you ready to start?
Let's do it. I'm ready.
Alright, then let's begin.
Genius Invocation TCG Basics. Oh, thank God.
Welcome to the world of Genius Invocation TCG! Simply put, this is a game where you control character cards to duke it out with your opponent. Pew pew pew! Once you've defeated all of your opponent's character cards, victory shall be yours! Now then, you're gonna need a character on the field to start with.
Select Diluc as your first active character. I think this would be better to read when we actually get to see the cards. I know that at that point we'll have lots of cards, but we'll survive it. I think.
Let's go.
You attack first, round 1. I don't think.
First, we roll 8 elemental dice at the start of every round.
I don't think I need to read the rounds. It will be always the same. Doesn't matter. Oh yeah,
These dice correspond to elemental energy. We'll be spending these dice to perform actions.
Yes. No need to select reroll this round. Yeah, I don't know how this happened, but when I started for the first time, I kind of missed that you can reroll certain dice. So that was fun to learn about much later.
Once the roll phase is over, you'll enter the action phase, where the real game starts. During the action phase, you can spend elemental dice to perform various actions. Of course, the most common action is to use character skills.
Okay, select Diluc's elemental skill. Searing Onslaught. Yeah, we're reading this afterwards. Okay, they're pointing that I should read it, so I will read it. Searing Onslaught, elemental skill. Deals 3 pyro damage for the third use of this skill damage. Each round deals +2 damage. Oh, for the third use of this skill. Diluc, how am I? Diluc, you really want me to use your skill 3 times in one round in order for you to deal just 2 more damage? I literally need 1 more die, and I need all of them to be either the omnipotent ones or pyro. It's ridiculous. Use Searing Onslaught against the opponent's active character.
Not bad. You just made your first attack. During the action phase, both sides will take turns making their moves. After you use a skill to attack your opponent, it's their turn to attack. And as you can see, once the enemy finishes their move, it's our turn again.
Okay, attack using your elemental skill again.
Now, these are Omni-Element dice. They can be spent on any move regardless of the elemental type. So, we're gonna use them to pay for the pyro dice needed for this skill. Go on, give it a try.
Okay. I would have preferred to use this one, but
That was pretty good. That's 1 opponent down for the count. Bam! But the game has only just begun. Remember? You have to defeat all opponents to win. As much as we'd like to attack again, seems like we've run out of usable dice. In that case, let's end this round. After you end round, you won't be able to do anything else this round. And once everyone chooses end round, we can move on to the next round.
end round. Confirm the end of your actions.
All right,
Here we are, a fresh new round! Woohoo! And a fresh new round means time to roll the dice again. That's how we're gonna get the elemental energy we need, after all. Ooh, that's some terrible luck. Well, there's no way we'll be able to use Diluc's skill now. But don't worry, situations like these are why we have the option to reroll. Once per round, you can select all the dice that you don't like and reroll them.
Okay. After selecting the dice you want to reroll, click the button to reroll them.
When the action phase begins, the player who first chose end round in the previous round takes their turn first. This means that since you finished first the last round, you'll be the first to start this round. Alrighty then, let's learn a little bit about energy and elemental bursts. Each time you use a skill, your character will gain 1 energy.
Last round we used 2 skills, which means that we have obtained 2 energy.
Once Diluc's energy is full, he can use a powerful elemental burst. But we're still 1 short. Never mind. Let's start with a normal attack instead.
Use a normal attack.
Diluc's normal attack only needs 1 pyro die and 2 other dice of any type. In any case, your normal attack needs fewer pyro dice than your elemental skill.
Just like elemental skills, normal attacks grant 1 energy after using them.
Now we have 3 energy, plus we have enough pyro elemental dice left over. It's time to use your powerful elemental burst!
Sorry, use Diluc's Elemental Burst. Dawn, Elemental Burst, deals 8 pyro damage. This character gains Pyro Infusion. Pyro Infusion. The character to which this is attached has their physical damage dealt converted to pyro damage. Duration, rounds 2. The Elemental Burst Dawn can deal a whopping 8 damage. Use it to finish off your final opponent and claim victory. Use your Elemental Burst to wipe out your opponent.
Burn!
I like the animation. We even got an achievement. Genius Invocation TCG Basics 2. It's too fast.
In an actual game of Genius Invocation TCG, you need to use multiple character cards to form a party. Next up, it's time for your second character card, Kaya, to take the stage.
Wait just a second, I want to do something. I want to put this in front and this in the back. Okay. Actually, please wait just a tiny. Okay, I'm back and we can continue.
Oh, it seems like any move by Kai is gonna cost quite a lot of cryo dice.
Okay. Oh, I didn't read it. Reroll selected dice. Select Kai's elemental skill Frost Snow. Frost Snow. Elemental skill deals 3 cryo damage. Kai's elemental skill can deal cryo damage. Really?
When you deal cryo damage, you'll cause your target to be affected by cryo.
Now then, use Frost Snow to apply cryo to your opponent.
Dodge this!
Oof.
Good! Now our opponent is affected by cryo. This is a good time to learn about elemental reactions. Different types of elemental damage affect enemies with different elements. When a character is affected by certain elemental combos, an elemental reaction will be triggered. At the moment, your opponent is affected by cryo, so we should try and use a pyro skill on them. Looks like we have to switch active characters, though. Oh, that reminds me. Both sides must have one active character, while others are considered standby characters.
Active characters will be in a more forward position compared to ones on standby.
Normally, we can only use the active character skills. Now, if we want to use the skills of our standby character, we'll have to switch them to the active character. In this case, we'll have to switch to D-Luke in order to use his skills.
Sorry, that was a great job by the actress because Diana really hates D-Luke and his wine industry. It was so fun to hear her. D-Luke. Select D-Luke. Activate the switch character action.
You can spend one elemental die of any kind to switch a standby character to the active character.
Spend one Hydra die to switch your active character to D-Luke.
Let's finish this swiftly.
Switching characters is an action, just like using a skill. So once it's done, it's your opponent's turn. Most skills can only target the active character. As you can see, your opponent just attacked D-Luke. Alright then, now that D-Luke is our active character, it's time to use his skill.
Select the D-Luke's elemental skill. Searing Onslaught. We've read this. Unlike Kaya's elemental skill, D-Luke will deal pyro damage.
Because the opponent is already affected by cryo, dealing pyro damage triggers the Melt elemental reaction. When triggered, Melt increases damage dealt by 2. This will allow you to deal loads of damage in one go! Genius Invocation's elemental reaction system is pretty cool, huh?
Wait. I had yesterday... I found it! Oh no! I clicked something. Sorry, I found it. I started taking notes recently because I'm going to forget everything once again. TCG Melt plus 2 damage. Okay, that's good to know. Now, use an elemental reaction to defeat your opponent. There we go. Action cards and support effects. TCG Basics 3.
Alright! Next up, let's learn how to use card types other than character cards. These cards are all known as action cards. Each time a match starts, you have to draw 5 action cards to form your starting hand.
Have they changed the look of this card? I don't remember it looking like this. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. It looks different to me.
Uh-oh. Looks like we don't have any elemental dice we can spend to make an attack.
Guess we'll just have to reroll them all. Reroll all elemental dice.
Seriously? We still don't have any usable dice even after that reroll?
Mm-hmm.
Well, never mind. Even in cases like this, we can still attack. We just need to put the action cards in our hand to good use. Don't underestimate action cards. They can grant all kinds of support and buffs to your active character. Take this one, for example.
Select White Iron Greatsword.
So playing this action card will require 2 of these. See the symbol? Yeah, that means you'll need to play elemental dice of the same type. Some other cards will cost you these instead. The cost requirements for these are much more lenient. You can spend any kind of elemental dice. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, though. For now, just play this action card.
Drag this card onto the field to play it. We need to spend 2 elemental dice of the same type to pay the cost shown here. Spend 2 dice to equip this weapon. Select the character to equip with this claymore.
So, playing an action card from your hand is a form of fast action. Fast actions do not end your current turn. Simply put, you can continue to act even after playing an action card. Well then, you have your blade. Time to test it out. But wait, Diluc's elemental skill costs 3 pyro dice, and right now, we don't even have 1. Well, not a problem. This is where we can use a more advanced mechanic known as elemental tuning. By discarding 1 card from your hand, you can convert 1 elemental die into the element of your current active character. And this card isn't useful right now, so we might as well use it for elemental tuning.
Select Magic Guide. Drag this card to the elemental dice zone to use it to conduct elemental tuning. Tune 1 elemental die to turn it into Pyro Deluxe element.
Sometimes you won't be able to perform any actions you want to because you didn't roll the elemental dice you wanted. Oh well. Moving on. Ingenious Invocation TCG. Keeping up a constant flow of combat is much more important than the number of cards you have. In this case, well, let's just take all these useless cards and use them for elemental tuning.
Okay.
Just like playing cards from your hand, elemental tuning is a fast action. Come on, hurry up! Use elemental tuning to get yourself 3 pyro dice.
Okay, select Ravenbow. Drag this card to the elemental dice zone to use it to conduct elemental tuning. Tune 1 elemental die to get the pyro die that matches your active character. Select White Tassel. Drag this card to the elemental dice zone to use it to conduct elemental tuning. Come on, Genshin, do you have to really repeat the same thing 3 times? Tune 1 elemental die to get the 1 pyro die. Do you see what they did there? They repeated the same info all the time, but this always changed. First it was Deluxe element, then it was the character that is currently active, and now it's 1 pyro die. Very useful info. Thank you so much.
Well, would you look at that? Finally, we now have enough elemental dice to use Searing Onslaught.
Collapse hand. Select Deluxe elemental skill.
Because you have the White Iron Greatsword equipped, Searing Onslaught will deal 1 extra damage! What?
Luckily, that's just enough to defeat your opponent. Victory! To the next battle, Intent and Final Test.
Now comes the final part! Hoo-yeah! In a real match, you can make adjustments to your initial hand. At this time, we can select any number of cards in our hand to shuffle back into the draw pile, and then draw the same number of new cards. What?
Select Sweet Madame and Favonia's Cathedral. Return selected cards to your draw pile and shuffle. Then draw an equal number of new cards.
Once you have confirmed any adjustments you wish to make to your starting hand, both players have to select their starting active character at the same time. Oh boy, this one's a real doozy. We gotta take it out pronto. Let's see how you do this time. Remember, start by selecting your initial starting character.
Kaya?
This will be interesting.
So we can melt, I guess? Does it really matter? If it's reverse melt, does it matter? Do we get the same amount of damage increase? Well...
Hey! Look at you! You sure are getting the hang of these rolls. Now let me teach you one last trick. Free of charge. You can preview your opponent's actions. I mean, that is to say, you can read their intent.
Check your opponent's intent.
Check it out. So here's where you can see all your opponent's intentions for this round. All your opponent's intended actions for the round will be listed here in order. Reference this to come up with effective countermeasures and easily defeat your opponents.
I've forgotten about this completely.
Well then, that's the end of the tutorial. You're on your own from here. May victory be yours!
Okay, let's see if victory will be ours. Wait a second. What do I have? Broken Rhymes Echo. What is this? Create 2 Omni elements. Okay, let's just do this.
Dodge this!
Let's change to Diluc.
Let's go.
Oh, it already ended its round. Does it matter? We can just leave it like this, I guess.
Wait. There's one more thing I almost forgot. Every time you hit an end phase, you get to draw 2 cards from your action cards pile. Remember, you have to make use of both your elemental dice and your action cards to win.
Okay. I don't think I need much more, but okay. Let's remove all of this. Oh, they wanted me to change to Kaya. Okay, doesn't matter. Wait a second. This thing deals more damage. Oh no. Yeah, it's fine. There we go. And I am going to use this one. No, I don't need this sweet madam. There we go. We're done. Victory! Genius Invocation TCG is a tightly paced, hard-stopping tabletop card dueling game. Utilize your decks by constructing them around character and action cards and go toe-to-toe with various opponents at the table. Roll phase. You will roll 8 elemental dice at the start of each round. After throwing these dice, you will have 1 chance to choose any number of elemental dice and re-roll them. Elemental dice. Each elemental die is 8-sided and can roll any one of the following 8 elemental attributes: Cryo, Hydro, Pyro, Electro, Animo, Geo, and Dendro, as well as the Omni element, which can be regarded as used as any basic element. Various types of actions require elemental dice as payment. Action. Use skill. During your action phase, you may spend elemental dice to use the skills of your active character, which is a way of attacking your opponent's active character. Defeat all of your opponent's characters to win the duel. Action. Switch character. During your action phase, you can spend one elemental die of any type to switch your active character. Action. Play card. During your action phase, you can spend elemental dice to play action cards. Equipment cards can be used to strengthen specific characters, while support cards can be used to continuously provide buffs. Event cards will immediately take a one-time effect when played. Action. Elemental tuning. During your action phase, you can discard cards to change the elemental type of your elemental dice. Each card discarded will allow you to change the elemental type of one elemental die to that of your current active character. Action. Declare round end. Once you have completed your actions in this round, you can declare the round's end. The player who declares this first will play first next round. Once both sides have made this declaration, this round is over. Both players will draw 2 cards and begin a new round.
Alright, cool. Those are the basics. Did you get all that?
Sure.
What we just played was an adventure challenge designed specially for new players. Genius Invocation TCG can be played in duel mode, where each player brings 3 character cards, or in adventure challenge mode, with a fixed deck for each challenge. But the rules are all the same. As long as you understand the basics, then you should be able to take on any of those rowdy booze hounds.
Although I feel there are still many details to grasp, I think I understand the basic premise of the game now.
That was quite the detailed explanation. I didn't know the Cat's Tail's famous mixologist had such an eclectic skill set.
What? Oh, when did you get here?
I stepped in while you were in the middle of your explanation. I hope I didn't dampen the mood.
No, not at all. When did you get here? The first one.
You snuck in without making a sound.
Anyway, what are you doing here?
The Cat's Tail is a player in Mondstadt's alcohol industry. Naturally, you have some collaboration with my winery. I'm here today to discuss a few items of business with Margaret.
Too bad she just left. But if you head off right now, you might still catch up with her.
Never mind, it's nothing urgent. In fact, I think I'm now more interested in this card that you're using to teach them the game.
Wait, this card?
It's Diluc's character card.
Although I have some degree of experience with Genius Invocation TCG, seeing this particular card is a first for me.
A customer left it behind a few days ago, but he wasn't even playing the game while he was here.
Oh? And what sort of a customer was he?
He wasn't wearing an eye patch, okay? He had a light complexion and a super serious look on his face. He wasn't much of a talker and looked like he was just drinking his worries away. Never seen him around here before.
Sure.
Eye patch, you say?
That's Kaya, there is no doubt about it.
Gah! I was trying to give the opposite description, but I just ended up giving it away. Sorry, guard captain.
Don't worry. Somehow, I don't think he'll be giving you any trouble over it.
So, what about the Diluc character card?
I don't mind. It's just a card with my image on it.
I didn't expect Diluc to be familiar with Genie's Invocation TCG.
The game has been catching on lately. It's hard to go anywhere without hearing it mentioned. Every now and then, I'll sit down and play a game with the customers in Angel's Share.
You up for a game now? I challenge you to a duel.
I was hoping we could play a game, but this issue of someone leaving a character card with my image at the cat's tail is very intriguing. It's getting late, and someone has some explaining to do. We'll have to have that duel another time.
Sure, I look forward to it.
Good. Then I'll take my leave.
You know where the door is. Don't let the door hit you where Lord Barbados split you.
Oh my god. I will not comment on this one.
Uh-oh. Guard Captain.
I hope Kaya will be alright. Well, now that we are familiar with the rules, why don't we try playing a game of Genie's Invocation TCG?
Ooh, 2 new players having their first ever duel. This sounds like fun! But, in order to play an official duel, you need to have 3 character cards. Remember, a complete deck has to have 3 character cards and 30 action cards. Got it?
Sure. Oh my, I will have to read 33 cards?
Then, let's use my cards. These were mixed in with all the others I had received. And I didn't know what they were for at first. But now that we've learned the rules, I can see that this one must be the Sucrose character card.
Yes, aren't you bothered that there is a Sucrose character card? I understand Diluc, he explained why he isn't bothered. Why aren't you surprised and bothered?
Now, it looks like we each have the Kaya, Diluc, and Sucrose character cards. So why don't we have our first duel?
If you say so. Or hold on, I need a moment, I'll be right back. No, if you say so.
Alright, let's duel.
Let's do. Okay. Let's go. Oh, I could have changed them. Oh, I'm out.
Unlike the adventure challenge you tried previously, duels are true tests of strength between 2 players.
I already failed.
In a duel, your opponent can also use action cards, and they'll also be able to grab new cards during an end phase. At the same time, your opponent must also spend elemental dice to take actions, so you'll be unable to view their intent. Are you ready? It's time for some exhilarating fights to the bitter end. Meowza!
Meowza! So cute. Okay, select your first character. Obviously not Sucrose. We're going to select maybe Kaya. Oh, okay. Okay, let's select
This
Kaya.
will be interesting.
Let's see just how bad I am at all of this. Okay, we do have... No, this one, not so much. Okay. Perfect. We got a lot of things for Kaya. And we're going to do this.
Dodge this!
Oh my.
Stand clear.
Oof. A lot of damage. What is this? Oh, this just tells you... Ah, okay, so you can see the plans of your opponents only when it's an adventure challenge and not when it's playing against others. Okay, so I did not miss a huge amount of things. Also, there is apparently history here. I didn't know there was such a thing. Okay, what do we do now? Wait, what? Wait. This one deals 3 animal damage. The target is forcibly switched to the previous character. Okay, that actually works very nice for us. But we kinda need... Let's use this one. Yeah. There we go. I'm ending my round. Okay. Are we going to end our round? I don't think so. I think... Wait. We can just change to Kaya. I mean,
this will be interesting.
Bit risky, but we will do it. Okay. I don't know. Do you enjoy TCG? I enjoy it, but I'm not good at it at all, and not in a good way. Okay. Oh my, they're making their other characters.
Absorption test.
Oof. I should not have changed him. Okay, let's do this. Goodbye, Sucrose.
My research. Darn. I didn't factor that into the equation.
Okay. So I am going to do... Oh no, but I don't need Sucrose. Okay. Okay, I am going to give Sucrose this, right? It gives Animo. Okay. I'm going to give her this. And I'm going to give her this. And I'm going to stay with Diluc. We actually don't want... Okay, let's keep it just in case. Oh, I kind of want a bit of... Okay, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. I am going to... Oh, no. What? But didn't I finish first? Didn't I finish the previous round first? I guess I did not. What is this? Oh, draw 2 cards. Okay, I don't want this. I am going to use... I need 3 of them. And I'm going to do this. Did she... Oh, she already ended her round. Okay. That actually works very well for me.
I want to help. Animo test 60308.
And then... Huh? Now it's free? Oh, once around. This thing. Magic guide. Oh, okay. Draw 3 cards. Shift 1 energy from most of 2 of your characters on stand to give your active character. Okay, let's draw 2 cards. first of all. Heals your active character through HP. And what is this? Shift 1 artifact. Okay. I am going to give this to her. Okay. Doesn't matter, I want to use this next round. Oh no, this is exactly what I want. Okay, it's still useless. That's fine, that's fine. We are going to do the burst. What? No! Damn it, I don't want to do the burst without the thing. I will do the burst without the thing.
Animal module 75.
Let's switch.
Let's go.
Really? That is so
This will be
ridiculous.
interesting.
Let's defeat him.
Cool it. There can be no.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
I am going to switch to D-Look again. Yeah, I don't have enough dice
Let's
for this
finish
thing.
this swiftly.
Yes, that is the end. There we go. Wait, is that Shenhe? She looks almost blonde here. Very weird. Okay. Let's do this. Wait, max twice per round. Oof, that was very good. That's not really needed anymore. She already ended her round. Oh my.
This will be interesting.
Let's just finish this. That's the end. That's the end, Sucrose.
This doesn't look good.
Victory! Yes, let's change this.
I can't believe I lost when we had the exact same character cards. The rules must be more complicated than I first thought. Every decision is a difficult trade-off in this game. If there was only a way to transplant the arms of the two standby characters onto the active character's body.
That's not how the rules work, Sucrose. Don't be a sore loser. That kind of thing is looked down on in TCG circles.
Oh, I am sorry. I was beaten fair and square. I know that. I just can't stand losing. But it was a fun match.
You went easy on me. It was a close call. Let's say it like that. Although she didn't defeat any of my characters and I kind of defeat everyone.
Paimon didn't know you could get so competitive, Sucrose.
I always get a little upset when I lose. It's like that with my research too. It always gets to me when my experiments don't go as planned. Especially when there's an alchemy genius like Albedo around to compare myself to.
You lost me at alchemy and experiments. But I'm pretty sure it's normal to feel that way. Playing cards is no different. Each game you lose makes you want to win the next one to settle the score. And the desire to win pushes you to improve your strategy and build a better deck.
Or to give up.
Seizing victory through a winning combination of luck, skill, and experience is where all the fun of genius invocation lies.
But what if you keep trying and never win a single game?
A losing streak, yeah. That'll definitely get you down. But it's way better to keep trying until you win than to just accept you're a plain old loser and give up.
Oh, I kinda accept I'm a plain old loser all the time, but okay. Thank you, Diona, for the kind words.
You make a good point, Diona.
Besides, Sucrose, you're already making great progress. It'd take at least 8 of our regular booze hounds to match your level. You played well this last match.
Agreed, it was a brilliant game.
Thank you. I'm just a little disappointed to lose, that's all. But Genius Invocation TCG is a really fun game.
Good! Having fun is the main thing. If you ever want to play again in the future, feel free to come by the Cat's Tail. But don't expect me to play with you. I just mean, this place probably has the right atmosphere.
I'll definitely be back.
Alright. I think you should have all the basics down by now. I need to get back to bartending. Shiyan's likely been busy making his tavern more popular with his delicious cocktails. Pui, pui, pui. And we can't have that. Burning Mondstadt's wine industry to the ground keeps me pretty busy, you know. So if you need any more help, go bother Shiyan.
Okay. Okay, this is the same. Let's sit down for a bit. Wait. We still haven't got... Yeah, okay. We don't need to lose our minds just reading for now. Hello, Shiyan.
I see. So you have now grasped the rules of Genius Invocation TCG.
That's right! The Travelers, Sucrose, and Paimon are TCG players now!
I didn't notice you play any matches, Paimon.
Paimon picked it up from watching you and Sucrose.
Becoming a TCG player is not as simple as that. You cannot call yourselves true TCG players until you have passed the test. Sobering words from Prince there. But I'm afraid he's right. To become official players recognized by the Genius Invocation TCG Society, you have to pass the test.
There's really a test? What does it entail? Sealing a amateur within a deck of cards?
It's just a tabletop card game. I'm not sure how you would plan on achieving something like that.
There must be a way.
Basically, to become an official and recognized TCG player, you have to best 3 opponents in a duel.
And if we can't?
So, you have to win 3 duels against 3 different opponents?
The duel you just played can count towards this tally. I agree. Although I didn't get to observe the match myself, I did listen along. And from what I could hear, you both performed at a rather high level.
Same way you can hear what Prince says?
A well-trained ear is a basic skill expected of anyone hoping to become a TCG master. But back to the matter at hand. The Traveler only needs to beat 2 more opponents to become an official TCG player. Sucrose, you may have lost the last duel, but don't be disheartened. I can assure you that winning 3 games is well within your ability. But first things first, Shuyen. Before that, our TCG newcomers should receive their free gift. Ah, yes, my goodness. Completely slipped my mind. I'm lucky to have Prince here to remind me. Everyone who wants to start playing Genius Invocation TCG is entitled to claim a free casket of tomes.
A casket of tomes? Where have I heard that before?
Oh, Timaeus mentioned it, didn't he? It was from the light novels he's been reading. The thing that the main character found in his attic.
Oh, that's right! The soul of an ancient TCG player was trapped inside, right? So the casket of tomes is actually real?
Well, Actually, all card cases in Genius Invocation TCG are called Caskets of Tomes. Not only do they provide a reliable and sturdy container to store your decks, they can also sense when other people in the area are also carrying a Casket of Tomes with them.
Oh! Paimon can guess what you're gonna say next! The reason they can sense each other is because they have the souls of ancient TCG players inside!
That would mean an extraordinarily high number of people in history have been turned into disembodied souls as a consequence of playing card games? No. The real reason that it can sense other caskets is because it holds a nifty little mechanism invented by Sumeru scholars.
Darn! What a letdown.
Sounds like a convenient way of finding other TCG players. Cool! A TCG friend finder.
Alright, now let's see this casket of tomes already!
All Caskets of Tomes are issued by Margaret, so you will need to see her to claim yours. Probably for the best. If Prince and I were responsible for handing them out, knowing how eager we both are to promote the game, we'd probably have dished them all out by now. Okay, so go and see Margaret to claim your Casket of Tomes, use it to find another player, beat them in a duel, and then come back here.
But even for the Traveler, that's only 2 wins in total. What about the last one?
I shall choose the final contestant she must beat in order to become an official TCG player, for it must be one of comparable prowess. Excellent plan, Prince. Happy dueling, both of you.
Let's go. Do they say anything else?
Go, claim your Casket of Tomes, seize victory, and become a TCG champion. Prince seems to have high hopes for you.
Sure, if you say so. And Diana?
Let me guess. You're here to order a drink. Huh. Oh, it's you! So, how are your Genius Invocation matches going? You need to win 3 matches to become an official TCG player? Oh yeah! Now you mention it, I remember there being some sort of rule about that. Why'd they have to make it so competitive? It's just a game. Why can't people just have fun? I'll never understand why grown-ups have to put a bunch of stupid rules on everything.
She seems to be angry with many things, not only Mondstadt's wine industry. Okay, let's go and see how this goes. Hello, Margaret.
Hello, you 3. Has little Diona finished teaching you the rules of Genius Invocation?
Yep.
Ah, I see you're here for your Casket of Tomes, aren't you? A very useful tool indeed.
So this is a Casket of Tomes.
That's right, a purpose-built case for your card deck that can even detect when someone else nearby is carrying one. Gosh, whoever invented this must have seriously disliked being alone.
Yeah, well, even the most fun game is pretty lonely if you got no one else to play it with.
True. So I'm glad that these customers, TCG players, are able to congregate at the Cat's Tail.
Can't be bad for business.
You're not wrong, but that's secondary. The important thing to me is the opportunity for like-minded people to come together and enjoy their favorite hobby. It creates a nice atmosphere. Anyway, now that you have your Caskets of Tomes, it's time to find some opponents.
All right. In that case, I'll go find some people to play against too. Let's meet back at the Cat's Tail in a while.
Trust in your cards. You can win this.
Thanks. I'll do my best.
You can edit your decks using the Casket of Tomes, and also search for characters nearby who also possess a Casket of Tomes, thereby identifying opponents you can challenge. Simply open the deck menu using the Casket of Tomes before selecting the deck to edit it. After searching for and locating a challenger, the map will appear, allowing you to mark rival card players who also possess a Casket of Tomes. You can use this method to tell who you can challenge to a game of cards with ease. When you use your Casket of Tomes to activate the ability to search for players, players closest to you, whom you have yet to defeat, will be prioritized. Press B to open the inventory and view your gadgets. Casket of Tomes, a gadget. A box for cards released by the Genius Invocation TCG Society. Only beginners who have learned the basic rules and are verified as players can collect one. They say that these boxes were made by researchers from the Sumeru Academia and that they feature a special mechanism that can be used to detect nearby people who also possess Casket of Tomes. Use this function to engage in more matches against nearby players. This is what we already read. Let's do... Press the deck button to enter the edit menu. You need to select a set of appropriate characters and action cards to form an effective deck. At the press of a button, you can switch over to edit your character and action cards as well, allowing you to build a deck of your own design. A deck needs to have 3 valid character cards and 30 valid action cards to be set as an active deck. Should any of the cards within the deck fail to meet the criteria for usability, the Casket of Tomes will hint as such to you, so please take note. Edit the cards you want by dragging them over the avatar at the top of the menu or just slotting them in. Conversely, you can also drag or unslot them to remove them from the deck as well. Additionally, you can drag character cards that are already in a deck to the deck of another avatar to switch the positions of the corresponding character cards. Right-clicking a card will also allow you to swiftly add or remove it. You can select the card to review its key details, which allows you to understand not only its effects, but also change its appearance and see how you can obtain it. You can also add to remove cards while in the details section. Okay. Press here to use the deck sharing code function. I don't think I'll be sharing the starter deck, but thank you. Oh my, we will have... Oh, but this is so short. Okay, this is not going to be as difficult as I thought. Diluc, Claymore Mondstadt, Tempered Sword, normal attack, deals 2 physical damage. Searing Onslaught, elemental skill, deals 3 pyro damage. For the 3rd use of this skill each round, deals +2 damage. I said it before, I'll say it again, I think this is a very crappy skill. I mean, seriously, you have to use all the dice. You have to have all the dice ready for him, so he can do just 2 more extra damage. It's ridiculous. Dawn, Elemental Burst, deals 8 pyro damage. This character gains pyro infusion. What is this? Character card proficiency. Rules. Raise your proficiency with character cards by engaging in more duels and obtain the corresponding rewards. Only the use of your own decks in duels will increase proficiency. You can use the invitation board to invite characters and participate in co-op mode duels. After each victory in such duels, all characters within the deck that you used will gain 1 point of proficiency. For other duel types, you will only gain proficiency for character cards in the deck you used the first time you achieve victory. Proficiency rewards. When any character card reaches proficiency 10, you can obtain dynamic skins for their talent card. When any character card reaches proficiency 30, you can obtain lustrous skins for their talent card. It was a while ago in my main account, but suddenly I had this exclamation mark come up from my TCG, and I hadn't played in a very long time, as I already told you. This is why I was having extra things come up. They've added this normal skin, dynamic skin, and lustrous skin. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's very cool. I like it. What's the... I don't think... Is there a difference between the... I think the picture is the same. It's just that they added this thing. Story. Dark side of Dawn Diluc. His heart is his greatest foe. How many cards can... How many TCG cards? Sorry, I'm changing. Can I read through? Read through in one stream. No! What's happening? Okay. Okay, Kaya. Oh, no. I wanted to read this thing. Physical damage. Physical damage will not... detailed rules for physical damage. Physical damage will not apply any elements, nor can it engage in elemental reactions. Detailed rules for pyro damage. Oh. Applies pyro and can trigger the following elemental reactions. Oh, I didn't need to write that down. Melt. Damage +2 for this instance. Vaporize. Damage +2 for this instance. Overloaded. Damage +2 for this instance. The target is forcibly switched to the next character. Interesting. Burning. Damage +1 for this instance creates a burning flame that will deal 1 pyro damage at the end of the round. Takes effect once, max 2 stacks. Oh, that's very interesting for overloaded. Okay, I know that it's written here, but I will forget it. Overload forcibly switches character. Okay, forcibly switches character. Wait. Can I relearn TCG if I read everything? I know that I'm changing my title all the time, but it's kind of weird. Okay. Pyro damage, pyro infusion, status. The character to which this is attached has their physical damage dealt converted to pyro damage. Duration rounds 2. Duration. Each time you reach the end of a round, duration rounds -1. This card will be discarded immediately once duration rounds runs out. Okay, we have read everything here. Kaya, Sword Mondstadt. Ceremonial Blade Work. Normal attack deals 2 physical damage. Frost Snow. Elemental Skill deals 3 cryo damage. And Glacial Woods Elemental Burst deals 1 cryo damage and creates 1 icicle. Okay. Cryo damage, detailed rules. Applies cryo and can trigger the following elemental reactions. Melt, damage +2 for this instance. So it doesn't matter if it is normal melt or reverse melt. Okay, that's okay. Superconduct. Damage +1 for this instance. Deal 1 piercing damage to all opposing characters except the target. Frozen. Damage +1 for this instance. The target is unable to perform any actions this round. Can be removed in advance after the target receives physical or pyro damage, in which case they will take +2 damage. Icicle. Combat status. After you switch characters, deal 2 cryo damage. Usage free. Okay. Appearance. Frost Story. Frostwind Swordsman Kaya. Specializes in awakening knightly virtues in others. That's does he now? Does he now? That's a lie. That's a lie. I'm sorry, that's a lie. The only thing Kaya awakens in me is the feeling of suspicion. I'm sorry. Yes, that's what I'm going to say. Card: Sucrose, Catalyst, Mondstadt. Wind Spirit Creation. Normal attack, deals 1 animo damage. A stable animo hypostasis creation 6308. Elemental skill, deals 3 animo damage. The target is forcibly switched to the previous character. Forbidden Creation Isomer 75 Type 2. Overloaded. Plus Sucrose's skill, elemental skill. I'm going to read it. This is actually very important. Don't laugh at me that I need to take a note of this. I'm bad at these kinds of many rules, a lot of strategy kind of needing games. Forbidden Creation Isomer 75 Type 2. Elemental Burst. Deals 1 animo damage and summons 1 large wind spirit. Detailed rules for animo damage. Reacts with elements if they are already applied. Cryo Swirl. Deals 1 cryo damage to all opposing characters except the target. Hydro Swirl. Deals 1 hydro damage to all opposing characters except the target. Am I going to have to repeat everything again and again? Pyro Swirl. Deals 1 pyro damage to all opposing characters except the target. Electro Swirl. Deals 1 electro damage to all opposing characters except the target. Okay, perfect. You got the appear. No, there is one more. Large Wind Spirit, a summon. End phase. Deal 2 animo damage. Usage 3. After your character or summon triggers a swirl reaction. Oh my, I'm sorry, tengo hambre. I understand that you're hungry, but I cannot let anyone who is not on the stream to join. After your character or summon triggers a swirl reaction, convert the elemental type of this card and change its damage dealt to the element swirled. Can only be converted once before leaving the field. By the way, I absolutely adore Sucrose's skill. It's just so immensely pretty. It's amazing. Got the appearance. Story. Harmless sweetie Sucrose. You can't rate the strength of an as yet untested deck. Oh, so wise. Okay, now comes the real test of our skills. Okay. Let's begin. Do they have these ones we have to buy in order to have the skins. We need to buy from the shop these things, dynamic ones and these ones. Doesn't really change it much, but it's okay. So weird. Anyway, card, magic guide, equipment card, weapon, catalyst. The character deals +1 damage. Only catalyst characters can equip this. A character can equip a maximum of 1 weapon, obtained from the initial deck. Okay. Story. Oh. The 12th edition Bane of Storm and Tide Magic Guide. The 12th edition of the Magic Guide. It contains a great detail of errors, but nonetheless remains the most authoritative guide to magic in existence. So cool. Okay. Raven Bow. Equipment card, weapon, bow. The character deals +1 damage. Only bow characters can equip this. a character can equip a maximum of 1 weapon, obtained from the initial deck. Story: Bane of Flame and Water, Raven Bow. Ravens are known to be the ferrymen of the dead. As such, hunters would decorate their bow's limbs with feathers which forebode the imminent death of their targets. That's very important for me. Ravens from TCG card Raven Bow. Ravens, oh my, I am cooking up a huge theory, are known as to be, I'm sorry, I'm going to be so slow, but the ferryman of the dead. Oh, it's getting so interesting. Okay, I don't I don't regret this challenge at all. Card: White Iron Great Sword. Equipment card: Weapon Claymore. The character deals +1 damage. Only Claymore characters can equip this. A character can equip a maximum of 1 weapon, obtained from the initial deck. Story: Morning Silver Snow, White Iron Greatsword. A lightweight greatsword made of white iron with a silver sheen. By the way, a Bane of Storm and Tide, Bane of Flame and Water. Interesting. White Tassel. Equipment card, Weapon, Polearm. The character deals +1 damage. Only polearm characters can equip this. A character can equip a maximum of 1 weapon, obtained from the initial deck. Story: Ardent Argent, White Tassel. A standard issue weapon of the Middle Leaf soldiers. It has a sturdy shaft and sharp spearhead. It is a reliable weapon. Wait a second. I am starting to feel that it would kind of be good to make sure that I remember all of this. Let's see, where are these things? This will be TCG cards. Okay. We read Diluc, Kaya, Sucrose, and wait a second, Magic Guide. Maybe I should change this to Magic Guide, or maybe Equipment, was it? Equipment, Raven Bow. Equipment. And White Iron Greatsword. Iron Greatsword. Okay. I feel like I have to start making all of these things because otherwise it's very difficult to remember everything that we have done already. Yes. I do have, yes, I'm sorry. So we'll be even a bit slower, but it's worth it. It's here, yes. Wait. We read the White Tassel as well. Yes, White Tassel. White Tassel. And then, Traveler's Handy Sword. Equipment card, weapon, sword. The character deals +1 damage. Only sword characters can equip this. A character can equip a maximum of 1 weapon, obtained from the initial deck. Story. Traveler's Companion. Traveler's Handy Sword. A handy steel sword that contains all manner of useful items in its sheath. Okay. Equipment. Traveler's Handy Sword. Okay. Broken Rhymes Echo. Equipment card artifact. When you play a talent card or a character uses a skill, spend 1 less cryo die once per round. A character can equip a maximum of 1 artifact obtained from the initial deck. Story. Icy Song, Distant Realm, Broken Rhymes Echo. Past the ice-sealed door, walking down the corridors to the depths, he will break off a branch of silver white and bring hope to the snowy land. That sounds so interesting. Okay, equipment. Icy Song, Distant Realm. What was it? Broken Rhymes Echo. Broken Rhymes Echo. Okay. We have to stop just for a second here because I need like 5 minutes of rest, but then we will continue. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I am back, and this challenge is going to get even longer now because I really want to take notes as well. So, TCG card. What was this one? Broken Rhymes. Echo. He will break off a branch of silver white and bring hope to the snowy land. Oh, that's so awesome. Okay. Wine-stained tricorn. Equipment card. Artifact. Wait. This looks like the traveler and this like child. Equipment card. Artifact. When you play a talent card or a character uses a skill, spend one less Hydro die once per round. A character can equip the maximum of one artifact obtained from the initial deck. Oh, what? No. I'm here. Story. Sunken dreams of yore. Wine-stained tricorn. The wine-sodden sea hat was thrust by a storm into the sky and then carried away on the roiling waves, while those fated to lose their homelands engaged in battles bereft of hope and want. Oh, that's so cool. Wine-stained tricorn. Oh, it would take too much time if I take notes. Witch's Scorching Hat. Equipment card. Artifact. When you play a talent card or a character uses a skill, spend one less Pyro die once per round. A character can equip a maximum of one artifact. I don't think I need to read this part anymore. Ashen Lament. Witch's Scorching Hat. You ashes who dance so loud. You ashes who dance so wildly, answer me. Why have you taken all that I love? Oh, so cool. Interesting. I think I have not read the whole artifact set from this. I mean, in general, in this account we have obviously not done it, but I thought that this artifact set has to do with Signora. But this hat and the red and blonde, it kind of reminds me of Alice, Witch's Scorching Hat. Okay. Thunder Summoner's Crown. Equipment card. Artifact. When you play a talent card or a character uses a skill, spend one less Electro die once per round. A character can equip a maximum of one artifact. Lightning Can Rain. Thunder Summoner's Crown. The song pierced the storm's low hum, ripped through the clouds, and bestowed upon it light. Interesting. Thunder Summoner's Crown. Okay. Viridescent Venerer's Diadem. Equipment card. Artifact. When you play a talent card or a character uses a skill, spend one less Animo die once per round. A character can equip a maximum of one artifact. Verdant Winds. Viridescent Venerer's diadem. None could ever bestow a crown upon the Queen of Hunters, for only earth and heaven were higher than she. Viridescent Venerer's diadem. Who is this Queen of Hunters? Interesting. Mask of Solitude Basalt. See, this looks like Zhongli. Equipment card artifact. When you play a talent card or a character uses a skill, spend one less Geo die once per round. A character can equip a maximum of one artifact. Jagged Stone, Mask of Solitude Basalt. He knew right from wrong, and he never missed his mark. Okay. Laurel Coronet. Laurel Coronet, equipment card, artifact. When you play a talent card or a character uses a skill, spend one less Dendro die once per round. A character can equip a maximum of one artifact. Who is she? She's obviously not Nahida or Rukadevata. Story. Raincolor's emblem, Laurel Coronet. There is a time appointed for all things to live and die, and the cycle continues on forever. Okay. How much more are there? Oh my, okay, we're not that far off. Okay, there is a lot, but we can do it. Dawn Winery, support card, location. When you perform switch character, spend one fewer elemental die, max twice per round. Oh, that's very good. Manor of Daybreak, the best wine will always be brewed next year. Okay. Support. Dawn Winery. Favonius Cathedral. Support card, location. End phase, heals your active character for 2 HP. Usages 2. Gathering of the Devout. If you speak sincerely into the wind, your words will surely reach the Archon's ear one day. Maybe if Dahlia says something about it, yeah. Okay. Wait, why am I stopping? Paimon, support card companion. When action phase begins, create 2 Omni element times 2. Usages 2. Paimon, the best guide. That's right, your fortune is Paimon's fortune, and vice versa. Paimon's fortune is also your fortune. Thanks, Paimon. Thanks. So this is actually the card I was remembering. Okay. The bestest travel companion event card. Create 2 Omni elements. Oh wait. Reward for meeting the player manual's requirements from now on. Create 2 Omni elements. The bestest travel companion. What is this? Support. No, it's not support. It is event. The bestest travel companion story. The bestest travel companion. You might be only one of countless stars, but you're Paimon's whole world. Wait, those are the twins! This is Lumine and Ether together. You're only one of countless stars. Are one of countless stars. Okay. Did I write this? Okay. Event card, changing shifts. The next time you perform switch characters, spend one fewer elemental die obtained from the initial deck. Changing shifts. It's time for the adults to get to work, and for the kids to get some sleep. Event card, strategize, draw 2 cards. Strategize. This might look quite complicated, but in truth, the possible scenarios do not exceed 187 in number. Of course. I haven't lost yet. Event card. Only playable if one of your characters is defeated this round. Create Omni Element ×1 and your current active character gains 1 energy. Only one copy of I Haven't Lost Yet can be played each round. Obtained from the initial deck. I haven't lost yet. Arataki, he might lose but he will never admit defeat though, is always game for another round. Leave it to me. Event card. The next time you perform switch character, this switch will be considered a fast action instead of a combat action. Wait. I have not been reading any of these things. Is there anything here? No. Okay, we have not missed so many things. Usages. Detailed rules for usage. After this card's effect is triggered, 1 usage of it will be consumed. This card will be discarded immediately once it has 0 usages remaining. Omni Element. Detailed rules for Omni Element. The Omni Element can be considered as any kind of element and can be used to pay for costs of various kinds. Okay, the same. Energy. Detailed rules for energy. Characters must consume energy to use their elemental bursts. When characters use an elemental skill or a normal attack, they will gain 1 energy. Leave it to me. Event card. The next time you perform switch character, this switch will be considered a fast action instead of a combat action, obtained from the initial deck. Detailed rules for fast action. You can continue with other actions after conducting 1 fast action. Only after conducting 1 combat action will be Only after conducting 1 combat action will the turn pass over to your opponent. Detailed rules for combat action. After you finish 1 combat action, it will be your opponent's turn. Playing a card from your hand with this rule is also a combat action rather than a fast action. Leave it to me. It's fine. Leave everything to me. This ranks first among lines to put Mondstadter's cards at ease. Leave it to me. Oh no, it was normal. Okay, perfect. When the crane returned, event card. The next time you use a skill, switch your next character in to be the active character obtained from the initial deck. When the crane returned, story. The crane once returned, and once she was spurned. She turned and left alone. Now she might be found, with friends all around, to whom she is bound. A home. Oh, that was so nice. Star signs. Event card. Your current active character gains 1 energy, obtained from the initial deck. Story. Destined path. This is destiny, and it cannot be defied. Calx's Arts. Event card. Shift 1 energy from at most 2 of your characters on standby to your active character, obtained from the initial deck. Alchemical experiment. Not to worry, the experiment has been completed, and it is, if I may say so, a great success. Calx's Arts. Okay. Master of Weaponry. Event card. Shift 1 weapon equipment card that has been equipped to one of your characters to another one of your characters of the same weapon type and reset the usages per round limit on its effects. Obtained from the initial deck. Master of Weaponry. Watch and learn, comrade. A real warrior isn't picky about their weapons. It's actually very cool, all of this. Blessing of the Divine Relics Installation. Event card. Shift 1 artifact card that has been equipped to one of your characters to another one of your characters and reset the usages per round limit on its effects, obtained from the initial deck. I have not missed anything, right? Story. Divine Relics Installation. Well now, isn't this finally getting interesting? Okay. Quick Knit. Event card. Choose one summon on your side and grant it +1 usage. Obtained from the initial deck. Patched Up Bunny. 'Tis the secret to Baron Bunny the 893rd longevity. Oh, poor thing. And this one, looking at them, it's so cute. Quick Knit, apparently. Wait, how many do we have left? Oh, we're almost done. Perfect. Send Off. Event card. Choose one summon to the opposing side and cause it to lose 2 usages, obtained from the initial deck. Send off. Here at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, you can count on us to go full send. Satisfaction guaranteed. Guardian's Oath event card. Destroy all summons. Affects both you and your opponent. Obtained from the initial deck. Story. Evil is banished. Adeptus shall. I'll be here when you call. Sweet Madame, event card food. Heal the target character for 1 HP. A character can consume at most 1 food per round, obtained from the initial deck. Sweet Madame, perhaps some have never seen a chicken run, but there is no one who hasn't tried a Sweet Madame. We haven't seen chickens in proper chicken. Have we seen proper chickens? I am now starting to doubt myself. They're not chickens, right? Minty Meat Rolls, event card food. Before this round ends, the target character's next 3 normal attacks cost 1 fewer unaligned element. A character can consume at most 1 food per round. Minty Meat Rose. Though this might be its current form, think about it for a moment. Did this dish first start as mint rolled around meat? Or meat rolled around meat? Mint! Oh my god. It's clearly meat rolled around mint. What are you talking about? Oh, that was the last one. We don't have anything else. Okay, we did it. Oh my god, this was so long. Find a player to have a duel. Okay. Search for players. Swan at Starfell Valley, Mondstadt. Swan, a player certified by the Association, one of the Knights of Favonius. His duty is to defend Mondstadt. He is meticulous and dutiful in his work. However, the lack of time he has to play Genius Invocation TCG makes him especially serious about every duel. Where all adventures begin. Lucky coin, consumables. Currency verified and used by the Genius Invocation TCG Society. Can be used to purchase various items related to Genius Invocation TCG. It is said that these coins were initially named as such in the hopes that they would bring those carrying them luck. However, perhaps it is those who are sufficiently lucky who are able to possess them. Probably. Oh my, it's already...
There's a player nearby! That way! Let's go see!
It's already so late and I haven't even done my dailies.
Aha! It's you!
I'm sorry. Is there anything I can assist the two of you with?
We want to become official Genius Invocation TCG players! But we have to pass the test first, so we need to beat 3 players in a duel. Our casket of tomes led us to you.
Oh, I see. Unfortunately, I'm on duty right now.
But it's time to duel. When it comes to your attention that the citizen of Mondstadt is in need, you must come to their aid promptly and willingly.
Are you quoting the Knights of Favonius handbook at me?
Yes.
So be it. Then let the duel begin.
That's what a proper bookworm would say. Hold on, I need a moment, I'll be right back. Nope. Adventure Challenge. Where all adventures begin. Stage introduction. Even the greatest adventure must start with a random encounter with Hidichoros in the wilds. Challenge objectives is achieve victory. Opposing lineup. He just has some Hidichoros. Oh. Other weapons. What's this? I will not read these cards for now because I'm not sure how I should record them. Okay? Let's start. Even the greatest adventure must start somewhere. Yeah, I think I read this, didn't I? Okay, I don't want this one. And I don't think I'll need this one. And okay, let's leave these two. Just change this one. Okay. What does this give? Switch character. This is very good. Let's start with this.
Ready when you are.
Let's just change this one, I guess. It does not help. Anyway. Oh, that's the end of it.
Dodge this!
Okay, I don't have any more elemental dice. It's not like I can do anything. I can spend this and this. I'm not going to attack, but I'm going to give this to Sucrose. And end round. Okay, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Lots of animo. And I am going to immediately switch.
I can do it. Stand clear.
There we go. And oh, this one gives only one.
Let's go.
Let's switch to this one. And let's switch this one. There we go. Victory! We got 200 of these ones. Why would I try again? We destroyed him.
Gosh, I lost. You're remarkably good at this, considering how new to the game you are. Let's play again when you have some time. But ideally, not when I'm on duty.
Sure.
We did it! Now we have 2 victories under our belt. Let's get back to the cat's tail. Paimon wonders who Prince is gonna pick as our final contestant.
Fisho! Fisho is going to be our final contestant. We will need lots of these to buy the card back, by the way. That's why I'm collecting them now. We are thinking about the future. That being said, I know that today it seems like we didn't do a lot, but we actually did a bunch of stuff. Reading through all these cards, I bet they haven't added that many cards in this patch. I have no idea how many they have added, but I bet it's not as many. So, let's go. Oh my, it's so late already.
I sensed that she had what it took to become an official TCG player, but she has returned to the tavern more quickly than I had expected. Defeat the opponent I have arranged for you, and you shall become an official TCG player. I look forward to watching this game immensely. Not just Prince. I can't wait either. Come, your opponent is waiting for you in one of the private rooms.
She won't lose to them, whoever it is. Right, Traveler?
Sure. I hope so. Naturally.
What ho, fellow voyager of the stellar void. Yes, even I was briefly discountenanced when I heard the tidings of your sworn oath to become the thrice victorious. But so be it. You who are enslaved by dueling desire, be released from your shackles into the glorious arena of gladiatorial combat. Step forth, O brave challenger. Your princessin grants you an audience. Hearken well. The wretched clock chimes yet again, as the declining light of the day grows dimmer still.
Pardon my directness, but we have not been waiting that long. Mein Fräulein could afford to be a little less impatient.
Huh? Paimon knows those voices.
Your opponent sounds anxious to begin. Do not delay. That's what Prince said. Please enter and enjoy your Genius Invocation TCG duel.
Okay. Does he say anything else?
The Traveler shows greater skill than most beginners, but Fischl displays greater prowess still. Oh, you really think so? I think the Traveler has the edge personally.
Really? He disagrees with Prince? That's interesting.
Paimon knew it! It's Fischl and Oz!
Who else but the princessin? For, as the name of this hallowed rite suggests, only when the wisest of heroes is summoned can the Master of Cards hope to be crowned the champion. This path is a treacherous one. It must be tread with great caution, for eternal doom and damnation are but one wrong step away at any given moment. That is why none is more suited to appear in this audience chamber than the princessin, whose Aug de Verurtelung des großen Kaleido-Phantasmus has witnessed 10,000 battles across 3,000 worlds.
Oh, is that right?
Indeed. Mein Fräulein has watched many games of Genius Invocation TCG, and has gained a solid grasp of the rules. Even in a duel between beginners, it is best that both participants are well versed in them.
Oh, that's true.
A duel between beginners? When you say watched many games.
Ah, this makes sense now. Prince did say that he was gonna pair us with someone of a similar skill level. Guess that means Fischl hasn't been playing that long either.
The princessin needed but a single glance at these mere machinations of mankind to discern their working principles. Thus, with speed and brilliance paralleled by lightning alone, do I now arrive here at the gateway to yonder circle of secrets.
Mein Fräulein, too, has bested 2 opponents thus far, and is therefore one step away from becoming an official TCG player.
So there's a lot on the line, huh? Either Fischl or the Traveler is gonna come out of this duel as an official TCG player!
Indeed.
The princessin herself heeds the call of fate and descends to this realm from the Immanakreich. Yet still, you dare to doubt the inevitability of the inevitable. Your stubborn foolishness is contemptible.
Mein Fräulein, I implore you to consider less odious turns of phrase, lest you be forced to feast on your words in the fullness of time.
What? I shall not lose, Oz! What say you, Outlander? Do you wish to make an enemy of me, the Princessin de Verurtelung, who even now begins to strum the strings of fate that shall sound out the Traveler's Requiem?
Verily, it is time to duel. Or wait, I need to check my deck first. The first one.
Then I say it is time to see what you are made of.
Okay. Ooh, she has Bennett. What is this? This might be useful. Okay, let's keep them like this for now.
This will be interesting.
I kinda needed cryo, but it gave me a lot of... Oh, that is not good. Let's switch.
Let's go.
We lost our turn. We lost it. Ah, that was very bad. Okay. I am going to switch to sucrose.
I want to help.
And I want to do this.
Absorption test.
Okay, let's end round now. Okay, let's change these ones. Let's change to Kaya.
This will be interesting.
By royal decree.
Dodge this!
Oh, he already changed.
I can do it.
And we're going to do a lot of damage.
Main Freud.
This is but a small sacrifice necessary to achieve ultimate victory.
Of course, Fisho, of course. Oh no, he's going to make a lot of damage. Oh, not that much. He didn't use cryo attack.
Let's finish this swiftly.
I can do it.
This one.
Animal hypostasis emulation.
Oh, I forgot that I have to end my round. There we go.
I'm not done.
Unfortunately, he will overload me.
What happened? Oz, with lightning twixt upper and lower mandible, strike thy pointy beak into this obstacle and remove it from my path.
Main Fräulein, I cannot simply attack the traveler.
Do I want to do this? Yeah.
Animal test 6308.
Wait, he already finished. I can defeat now. I didn't even need to do this. But let's go.
Cool it.
Oh, official.
Just my... Ugh.
evil! Ugh! The cursed dragon looms near once more, casting its dark shadow on the slender threads of fate, hiding them from my vision. Traveler, was even this part of your plan?
To win? Well, I had to.
What a truly ingenious plot, and what an exciting duel to witness.
Congratulations! You've won 3 duels now. That makes you an official TCG player.
Yeah! Oh, Sucrose, you're back! Does that mean...
Yep. I've won 2 games so far. When I got back, I heard you were in the middle of your final duel, so I came over to watch.
Nice! Sucrose won too as well! Great work!
It seems I am forced to admit, fellow voyager of the stellar void, that your mastery of the cards is second to none. To commemorate your glorious ascent to a battlefield beyond this lowly mortal realm, I grant thee an incarnation of my majesty in miniature. As you embark on this ingenious vocation, may you wield it in battle against all your fated foes, that not a single one of them may be left standing.
Main Fräulein wishes to give you a Main Fräulein character card.
Wow! It's Fischl's character card!
I dare not take advantage of the princess's generosity.
'Tis a mere token of such. To the victor of this splendid duel is a boon of commensurate splendor due.
Oh, excuse me, ma'am. I am also a beginner who has won 2 games so far. Might I also have the honor of joining you in a duel? If you would be willing, of course.
Nothing would delight me more. I hereby grant you permission to join me in performing the hallowed rite of genius invocation.
One other thing. When I got back, Prince and Shuyan said there was something they needed to give you if you managed to become an official TCG player.
Hopefully not another test. Hopefully an instant victory card.
No card game in the world has a card like that! Paimon bets it's some kind of prize for making it as an official TCG player! Let's go get our prize!
Okay, Paimon.
With 3 electro dice, I summon my eternal familiar, Osvaldo Hrafnavine, to my side. Heed my invocation!
But, Main Fräulein, I have been by your side all along.
I mean in the game, Oz.
Then, I'll use Chaotic Entropy to invoke a large wind spirit that deals increased damage when it carries an element other than Animo. So...
Oh, so be it. One shall not be swayed by such a feeble attack.
Okay, I think they don't say anything other than that, I hope. Because I don't want to listen to it again. Okay, I will check. Fisher and Sucrose are playing Genius Invocation TCG. Maybe it's best not to interrupt their game. Okay, perfect. Is it still the same? Okay.
Ah, so it was you who won the duel in the end. I knew you'd do it. Congratulations! You are now officially recognized members of the Genius Invocation TCG community.
Just a second, please. Okay.
Very well done. Now, I will explain to you what becoming an official TCG player entails. The first thing all new official TCG players receive is their TCG Player's Handbook. This handbook tells you exactly what you need to do to become a top-tier TCG player. Make sure you read it. Secondly, a range of Genius Invocation merchandise is now available for you to purchase here at the Cat's Tail. So you see, becoming an official TCG player is really just the first step. And thirdly, whenever you wish to play a game with a friend, you can use the invitation board there. Whoever you wish to duel against, simply invite them to the tavern for a game.
Invitation board?
Yes, it's right by the bar counter. Once you get the hang of it, you can play with your friends whenever you want. That's it, really. If there's anything else you didn't quite understand, you can always come and ask me. Yes, indeed, I'm quite sure they will. Oh, sorry, I forgot to translate for you. Prince would like to say, hope you have fun playing Genius Invocation TCG.
Yay! Battlefield of Dice, Cats and Cards is finally completed. And we have participate in various matches to become a TCG expert. Oh my! Genius Invocation TCG System Tutorial, Gameplay Tutorial. Find challengers in the open world or enter the tavern after reaching player level 2 to play matches against weekly visiting challengers and earn player experience, which will increase your player level. As your player level increases, you'll unlock new functions and matches. Upon reaching a certain player level, you can also challenge Prince in Ascension challenges to further elevate your maximum level capacity. Genius Invocation is a popular card game with players coming from all corners of the world. Face them in matches and overcome them to get player experience and lucky coins. Should you be fortunate, some rivals might even gift you certain cards as a parting gift after the culmination of your duel. As your player level increases, the number of challengers you can face and the matches you can partake in will also increase. You can use the invitation board to send invitations to registered challengers and partake in matches. Should you prevail in these matches, you can also earn corresponding character and talent cards. You can use the invitation board and connect with your friends via co-op to engage in matchmaking. As your player level grows, you can also challenge faraway strangers to duels of skill. Spend the lucky coins you earn from Genius Invocation TCG matches to purchase cards and dynamic skins, amongst other items from the card shop at the Cat's Tail. Beginner Player Badge, a quest item. They say that anyone who starts out with Genius Invocation TCG can obtain this particular player badge. Even the mightiest player starts from this point, building their personal legends as they go along. Stay tuned, player, your saga begins here. Okay, we're in go to challenge reward list. What is this? I don't like this, it's scary. What happened here? Oh, we finally got these things, perfect. I'm already so tired, to be honest. We're not talking with this one. We have already read this, by the way. And now we have Fisho. And actually, I want to play with Fisho. Fisho, Bow Mondstadt. Boats of Downfall. Normal attack deals 2 physical damage. Knight Rider. Elemental skill. Deals 1 electro damage, summons 1 Oz. Midnight Phantasmagoria. Elemental burst. Deals 4 electro damage, deals 2 piercing damage to all opposing characters on standby. We have done this. Electro damage, detailed rules. Applies Electro and can trigger the following elemental reactions. Overloaded. Damage +2 for this instance. The target is forcibly switched to the next character. Superconduct. Damage +1 for this instance. Deals 1 piercing damage to all opposing characters except the target. And Electrocharged. Damage +1 for this instance. Deal 1 piercing damage to all opposing characters except the target. Damage +1 for this instance creates a catalyzing field that grants +1 damage to the next 2 instances of Dendro or Electro damage. And Oz, a summon. End phase, deal 1 Electro damage, usages 2. Detailed rules for piercing damage. Piercing damage cannot be increased by any bonuses, but cannot be defended against using shields or damage immunity either. Story. Fisho, Prinzessin der Verurteilung. Fisho. us, mine familiar, spread thine wings, and weave for me a new fate in the gloom of this night. Mine Fräulein, you cannot expect me to fetch you a replacement card. Okay, we did not get anything new here. Yes, save changes. And... wait a second. Meow. Hey, what's up? Is there anything I can help you with? View the card shop's commodities. Oh my, so many things. Okay. Okay, we're not going to buy anything today. We also have only 200 of these, so we can't. But that's something that we'll have to work on. No, 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 no!
Huh? There's a strange new customer in the tavern.
Ah, it's so late. Okay, just give me a few minutes of break and I will come back and do this as well. I did not want to do this. Okay, I'm back. Let's do as much as we can. I mean, as little as we can from this quest, and I want to get my commissions reward and then stop for today because I'm very tired.
Look! Look! It's a huge finch!
Excuse me, I am not a finch. My name is, oh dear, it seems... No, I can't quite remember my name. You can just call me Tubby,
Well, hey Tubby. Don't think we've seen you around Mondstadt before.
Oh dear, it seems... No, I can't quite remember my name. You can just call me Tubby, I suppose.
Wait, do we get a different interaction because we haven't unlocked our teapot yet?
That's because it's highly unusual for me to be in Mondstadt at all. I actually came here all the way from Liyue.
So, how come you came all this way just to visit the cat's tail?
I'm guessing you didn't come for a drink, not to play cards, I'll bet.
As curious as I am to know how the drinks here differ from those in Liyue. No, in fact, I was sent here for a reason.
What reason is that?
And if I am guessing correctly, and you are indeed the traveler, then as it happens, it has something to do with you, too.
How so?
Well, as I'm sure you've discovered, with the rising popularity of Genius Invocation TCG, inviting a friend to a duel in the tavern has become a fun way to pass the time. There's just one little problem. Many invitees currently have to travel an enormous distance to get here, turning the whole thing into quite an ordeal. I have therefore been sent here to create a little game room using the same Adeptus art as is used to construct teapot realms. That way, anyone with an invitation will need only to think the thought, and they will instantly appear in the game room. You will be free to use the room whenever you wish to invite a friend to duel, and it will be far more straightforward for them to take you up on the offer.
Wow! This will make things much easier! But what if Margaret finds out? She's not gonna get mad at you for renovating her tavern with your Adeptus arts, is she?
That shouldn't be a problem, since the realm will not be physically located within the cat's tail. Besides, we obviously sought the owner's permission in advance. She was quite enthusiastic. Oh, Liyue's Adepti arts sound pretty useful. Could you double the size of the tavern while you're at it? Unfortunately, my mastery of Adeptus arts is not sufficient to achieve this.
Huh. Yeah, that does sound like something Margaret would say.
Anyway, it's great that you're here. I was racking my brains trying to think how to get in touch with you after setting everything up. Right then, let's get started.
Zabi uses her Adeptus arts to remodel the tavern and
Okay,
update.
that should do it.
Wow! Just like that? Liyue's Adepti arts are pretty nifty.
Mm-hmm. You know, I have a feeling that we will meet again someday. Who knows when, but we will find out when that time comes. Over to you. Now you can invite friends to duel with you in this room wherever in the world they are. I hope it serves you well. Oh, and I almost forgot. A guy from the tavern wanted me to say this to you. Hope you will have fun playing Genius Invocation TCG.
A guest from Liyue's quest completed. Okay. And now we can finally leave the cat's tail. That was so long. I did not want to stay until so late today.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Thank you for completing.
Okay. What happened now? Let's claim a key. And let's unlock Chonghyun. I'm not playing that today. We are instead going to get a bit of these things because I used almost all of them. I'm very tired. I'm very tired. I'm not even going to take that chest. I know I'm not efficient, but I just want to use a tiny bit of my resin and then call it a day because I'm super tired.
My royal no one escapes my sight.
Whoa, And that was so cool when it was... Oh, no. When it was frozen.
Freeze!
Go, Baron! Oz, reveal!
Where is the other one? Kinda prefer to get hilichurros. Those are not the hilichurros I want. Oh, maybe I did get some. I really need those arrows.
Get ready for the gliding champion of Mondstadt.
Animal test 6308. Yeah.
Cool it. Dodge this.
Absorption test.
Freeze.
Odds for neophyte.
Cool it.
Animal test 6308.
Okay, I think this is enough for today. I did my best. It was just so long. So I think I'll stop the timer here for today. This challenge is starting to get actually very difficult. Just because there's so many things to read, but we're going to do it. I want to see how much time it takes to go to the max with Genshin if you were to read and experience absolutely everything. But I don't want to burn out, and I don't want Genshin to begin, you know, starting to get unenjoyable. That's definitely not what I'm going for. So thank you for watching so much today, and see you next time. Bye bye.